A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I would say this guy, Ronald Araujo. You have a real defender's defender in him, Peter. And he may not be the best with the ball at his feet, but he's very disciplined, he's quick, he's strong. When strikers get a kick out of scoring a goal, he gets a kick out of making a good tackle. That's what he loves, defending. So keep an eye on that.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. You can run onto that. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo going face-to-face with his great rival. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Bale. Dani Olmo in with the challenge. Kubo. Camavinga. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Lewandowski. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Bojan. Edmilson. That's a sharp pass. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Dani Olmo. And here's Bale. Dani Olmo. Great chance! It's hit the upright. Now it's Pedri. Shapes to shoot! Madrid still without a single shot on target. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Bale. And here's Lewandowski. Kubo. Knocks it into space. Well, played right into his path. Oh, this is a great Lewandowski! Well, there's the clearance. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Bojan, lovely pass, but can he get there? Great ball, and he's in here! And that was very necessary. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Mbappe did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Barcelona genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression. There's the shot! Kubo. Vinicius Junior. And he was quick to react. Tries to play it through. Look at the space here. Vinicius Junior. Aimed beyond the defence.
Might want to be careful there.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Played out wide. Oh, he's played it in low. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Bojan. And they've got a throw. Vinicius Junior cuts out the pass. Lewandowski. Valverde. Camavinga cuts it out. And this is Bale. And he's lost his man here.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Real chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's Valverde. Dani Olmo. Threads one in. Tries a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
Madrid have their second corner now. That's really well cleared. Oh, that's superb. Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Pedri. Oh, chance! A skipper's goal!
Listen, you don't get lucky in doing what he just has. It comes from an inner desire and competitiveness to work on the moments that can elevate his game and this game.
And that is all they have time for. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Madrid up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Madrid looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. Back on the way then. Madrid currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Alexander-Arnold. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Picked his way through.
To take any risks.
Oh, it's come loose. And this is Bale. And a shot! And a goal! Barcelona are back in business.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, just a keeper now. It's Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Great ball if he can get there. Always goal side. And he's had it nicked away. Bale. And he can clear it away. Throw in. Edmilson knocks it out. Good take. Shoots! Valverde. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
But that has not gone well. He's in a great position here. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Out towards the flank. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Camavinga. Looking for the run. Dani Olmo. Lewandowski. Now it's Lewandowski. Big chance to get at them. Vinicius Junior going forward. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kamavinga. Kubo. And it's Kamavinga. Great vision. Looking to play him in. Cleared without hesitation.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get...
And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he's straight offside.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
Kamavinga. Now it's Lewandowski. Now this could be a chance. And a chance! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Decent chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh no, this does not look good. Lookman. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely weighted ball. Cleared away. And it's Kubo. Vinicius Junior.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Valverde. Kamavinga. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Knocks it out wide. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's well spotted. Valverde. And it's Kubo. Lewandowski. Oh, that's an excellent interception.
They're avoiding...
Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So, that was the second half.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes, another 30 minutes, hopefully to make a difference. Into extra time we go. Madrid displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Valverde. That has been slung wide. And he's quick to return it. Now it's Lewandowski. Tchouameni. Mbappe. Barcelona could counter here. Oh, that's clever. He has a look up. Shot a goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that's a real chance missed.
Cambio de jugadores.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for...
Can he finish? Oh, just lacked a decent finish. That ball looks a good one. He's got away. Takes a shot. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's quick to get rid. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking for options for movement. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Nice looking ball. Well, that's well seen too. Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality.
Could be danger here. Looks to the other side.
Habrá un minuto de
Tunde.
descuento.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And we're halfway through extra time. The teams then separated by just one significant moment. How telling will that be? The next 15 minutes will decide. And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Played out wide. Howson is the team's great visionary. And it's Koundé. Ricky Puig. And it's Tchouaméni. Howson. Can he get it through? Lookman! It's a throw-in. Well, that is one way to stop him. Goes down, but nothing given. Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Howson, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that was vital.
Madrid really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Camavinga looking understandably energised after his goal. Camavinga clears without hesitation. And he's managed to gift it back. It's a pretty loose pass. Lewandowski. Howson. And that's that. Madrid pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt.
Madrid going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old...
Decent chance! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Madrid have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Nicely shaped ball, the most accurate pass. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. He shifted it to the flank. He's found a way through. And that is expertly dealt with. And it's Valverde. Bellingham. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Koundé. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to...
Chance for a shot!
That is good alertness. Valverde. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. He's in a great position.
Can he finish? Oh, denied brilliantly.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he was quick to react. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Shoots!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Has another go! Vermin. Carvajal is the guilty party there. Barcelona are a team that take pride in possession. Vinicius Junior! And for a moment, time stood still.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Koundé. Carvajal cuts it out. Aims beyond the defence. That has been slung wide. Bernal. Oh, what a mistake! And it's Cancelo. Now it's Lopez. Carvajal does really well to win the ball there. Eric Garcia. Koundé. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. That's a lovely, neat pass. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Traumeri.
Takes a shot!
Madrid have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And that could set him on his way. Rafinha. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Gavi. And here's Lewandowski. Now it's Rafinha. Thinks about the shot. And it's been hooked away. There will be a throw-in.
Madrid really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And it's gone back to the keeper. Garcia. Eric Garcia. And it's Koundé. It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's Gavi. Koundé. João Cancelo. It's Pedri. Can he get on the end of this? Short changes him with that pass. Knocks it into space. Now it's Rafinha. He's shifting through the gears here. Goulet.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Now it's Mbappe. Nice looking ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Pedri. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Reflections on the first half?
Madrid definitely happy with the way they've gone about things in the first half. Could they have turned more of their chances into goals? They can't let that be their regret now.
Madrid can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Goulet. And it's Tchouaméni. Neatly clipped into space. Garcia gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And that has put paid to that. Now it's Goulet. He is through here. He's being urged. Valverde. Mbappe.
They seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
That's been cut out, well played. He's a sharp little ball here. Arda Güler. And the shot! And that's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement's sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Vinicius Junior. João Cancelo. That's a chance, surely! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Valverde simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Martin. Bernal. Gavi. Fermin. Goulet. Now that looks a decent ball. He's onside. And he's cut it out. Oh, cracking ball. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Clipped into space. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Threads one in. Fermin providing an outlet on that flank. And the finish! Brilliant from Rafinha! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Just one in it now. He's having a shot! Oh, good finish. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Madrid now in a position far more desirable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Tchouaméni. Valverde. Pinches it off him. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe! And he shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Madrid palpably stronger, better, superior.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Tchouaméni, can he get it through? Might be. He's had a shot! Oh, he's done it! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome.
That could spell trouble. Oh, well played, well sorted out. 4 extra minutes added on. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Spread to the right. Valverde gets it. And that's it. Madrid looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Vinicius Junior happy to bask in the accolades from all around. The stage most certainly his. Well, how will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of the...
Madrid going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, Peter, you can dress it up any way you like, but we all know what we're in for.
And there's no point trying to pretend otherwise. No disguising the edginess that's swirling around us here.
No, these teams only know one way to play each other.
It is a true heavyweight clash. We are just getting started. João Cancelo. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think this guy, Gavi, is someone who really does show his Catalan pedigree, Peter, where the philosophy is to love the ball, to demand the ball.
There could be trouble here. Vinicius Junior! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Bellingham is wide and looking to get onto this. No foul, says the referee. Rafinha. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Fran Garcia. And here's Valverde. Passing is crisp and sharp, brilliantly cut out. That has not gone well. Now it's Tchouaméni. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now it's Lopez. And he plays one through. Oh, good take, and it's Lewandowski! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Well, that's well seen too. Bernal. And this is Lewandowski. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. He's on it, can he get away? João Cancelo. Pedri. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Vinicius Junior. He's through on goal here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Takes a shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Valverde certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And it's Valverde. And he's intervened well there. Vermeer. Now it's Lewandowski. And this is Lewandowski. Goulet. This is a promising build-up. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Bernal. And here's Vinicius Junior. That has been slung wide. It's a pretty loose pass. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Rafinha. Well, that pass isn't the best. Pedri. Distributed tidily. Little pass back. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bernal. And Koundé. Eric Garcia. Koundé. And it's half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Second half. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that's... And he's following up! Valverde is the guilty party there. Martin. And it's Pedri. And the keeper's given it away. Bernal powering forward here. And here's Vinicius Junior. Eric Garcia. Not the most accurate pass. Nice looking ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Kunde. Eric Garcia. Martin. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Now it's Lewandowski. Mbappe being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him.
And the shot! Of course! It is the pick-me-up they all long for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Played out to the left flank. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball if he can get there. Carvajal.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest that...
Chance! And that's a good finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Back when it goes, and again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Madrid have hit a quick-fire double here, and are well and truly in the driving seat. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that has put paid to that. And that's a throw-in.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Vermeer. Back in possession and ready to go again. Bellingham. 75 minutes played. He has a chance for a shot! And he should have made them pay.
Güler has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Pedri. Looking for options for movement. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, it's come to nothing. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Pass is just off target, and it's Valverde. That's a super give and go.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Chouameni. Vinicius Junior.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rafinha. Fran Garcia does really well there. He is strong. Arda Güler. Garcia breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Vinicius Junior claiming the Man of the Match award. Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. Things already rolling. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Well, that pass isn't the best. Neymar. And he was quick to react. Camavinga. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's good vision. Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Well-timed, excellent interception. Valverde. Alaba. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Rashford picks it up out wide. Valverde tries to dink it through. Deftly away. Aims beyond the defence. Shoots! It's in! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Madrid have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's made its way to him. It's full on! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it.
Nice looking ball. Floated through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Back where it came from. Now it's Alvarez. Goulet. Ferran Torres. Knocks it into space. And he's managed to get free. Alaba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Ferran Torres. And he shoots! Off the post! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Howson is there, and he can pick it up. And here's Mbappe. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Valverde did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Goes for a shot! And that's a tiny finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the...
And a shot!
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Oh, and he's straight offside. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Tries to pass it through. Valverde. Alaba. And the pass is intercepted. Forlan. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And that is well cleared. And here's Alvarez. Out towards the flank. And he's quick to return it. Goulet. Distributed tidily. Nicely weighted ball. Pedri gets across to intercept that. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? Oh, well played. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And the referee has blown for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And so the action is resumed.
Madrid clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not...
Big chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Of course! And they've got their lead back.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Madrid can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He's had a shot!
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Neymar deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. And it's Messi. Great vision. And that is expertly dealt with. Rashford looking to add to his goal. That looks a cracking ball. Picked out brilliantly.
Mbappe! Oh, good finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Rashford, and the shot! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match. It just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Well, Milson's selection has certainly attracted some scrutiny, but the man himself looks, as ever, Jim, utterly unfazed.
Yeah, I like him because he's got a certain elegance about him, Peter. We all know Brazilian players love the idea of getting forward, and he's probably one of the better defensive players on the ball.
So no gung-ho heroics?
No chance.
Selamat. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. This looks promising. That's a shade optimistic. Selamat. Camavinga. Pedri. Now it's Mbappe. Howson wins the duel this time. Now it's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Kubo finds himself offside. Pedri. And it's Xabi Alonso. Oh, this is a great... He's had a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Now it's Dani Olmo. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Goal! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he's managed to get free. Shapes the shoot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Ferran Torres, foot in. Done delicately. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Goes for a shot! And he's found the net! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Madrid restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Can he finish? Dispatched clinically. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart.
Ferran Torres! That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Alexander-Arnold. Kubo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Can he get it through? That's put paid to the danger. He's on it. Can he get away? And that was very necessary. And it's Alaba. Nice bit of trickery. That's a good foray he's making. Alexander-Arnold drives forward on the overlap. Well, that looks a decent ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's another throw. And here's Pedri. Cross flung in towards the middle.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now that's well seen too. And he's quick to return it. Courtois punts it upfield. Ferran Torres. Nicked it back promptly. He's being urged to shoot. Shoots! And a neat finish. Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Madrid dragged themselves back again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Tchouaméni. And he's heaved it away. Ball is over the line. Tchouaméni stood his ground strongly. That's a decent clearance. And for the first half, that is that. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. Back on the way then. Pedri concedes a free kick for that. Howson. Here's Tchouaméni. Looking to play him in. And he welcomes it in. Awesome! Goal! No, flags up on the far side.
Yeah, spot on, although he takes issue with that.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Camavinga. Now it's Ferran Torres. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Chance, surely! And we have our very first corner. Karena clears it away. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Carreras. Now it's Kubo. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's really well cleared. Tchouaméni, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Ferran Torres. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Alexander-Arnold. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He's in a great position here.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied.
It's Alonso! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Xabi Alonso deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Beyond the defence. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Oh, that's well spotted. Ferran Torres. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Ferran Torres. Dani Olmo.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He is through here. Goes down, but nothing given. That is good alertness. Look at the space here. Well, they've got it again. And it's Alexander-Arnold. He's found a way past. He's having a pop! Nearly, but not quite.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often, he'll find the net.
He's found a way. Ferran Torres! Fabulous from Ferran Torres! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the comeback is complete. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Madrid leading now.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up was brilliant.
Ambitious ball here. Ferran Torres. He is wide and looking to get onto this. Big chance! And there's his goal. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 15.
Time for a change in personnel. Quite a game this, all square again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Looking for a runner. Oh, that's clever. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 3.
Madrid making further changes here and in quick succession. Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
In towards the back. Oh, good climb! And he can thump it away. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Bojan. And this is shot at goal! And there's a goal! And right near the end, we have parity. That is a super smooth goal. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So that was the second half.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 2.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Madrid conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Mbappe. And he's on the finish! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Simplicity itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Madrid have their lead. Valverde. Kubo. That is a great pick out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
The referee has given a corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. He has found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. There's the shot! Well taken goal. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expert. Real chance! Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Decent chance! And he has his goal. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments. And it is half-time in extra time. So both parties have given everything to this point in extra time. 15 minutes remain. And they have to turn their efforts to those minutes very soon. And we are already back underway. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? And here's Lewandowski. Tchouameni. Valverde. That pass has been well intercepted. Great chance! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Madrid really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now or try and finish it off?
Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Picked out brilliantly. No, he's overshot the green. Rudiger gathers from the goal kick. And it's Valverde. And that could well leave a mark.
Madrid can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Now it's... And he shoots! We've got a goal! We thought they were done, but never say never. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Another one! This must be his personal high. So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Knocks it into space. Howson is there to clear. And here's Rafinha. Gets a good foot in there. Lewandowski! Oh, that was no routine save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. Punched away. Chance for a shot! And that really is it. Time is up. Madrid found a way, somehow.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
So time to shake the weariness out of those limbs and to engage with focus. It's penalty kicks. I think we're just about ready. Lewandowski is first to take the long walk. Oh, it's a really good save. Oh, talk about coming up with the goods.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Oh, sent him the wrong way.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Madrid feeling the pressure. Great penalty, outwitted the keeper.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
So on to the second man.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
This for parity.
I think he instinctively knew the keeper was going to move.
Kubo is the third man to step forward.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Madrid looking to keep step.
I don't think there was ever any doubt, really, Peter. Certainly not in his mind.
Valverde is the fourth man to step up. Big character, big moment, big save. Valverde with the last of the first 5 penalties. Oh, you're not going to save that.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that. Out nerve.
It's saved, and it's over. Madrid fall short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout. As cruel as that is, the two sides had been inseparable after 2 hours of action. Well, ultimately it came down to penalties. Any thoughts, Jim, having seen what you have?
It's a tough one to take, Peter. The players will be feeling like the better side lost.